In the world of alchemy, there are lines that should never be crossed. Shou Tucker didn't just cross those lines, he obliterated them. Once hailed as a brilliant alchemist and devoted father, he committed an atrocity so heinous it sent shockwaves through Alchemist and beyond. Today, we uncover the chilling truth behind the man who turned his family into a horrifying experiment, a man who truly deserves to rot in hell. Shou Tucker's origins are largely unknown. His childhood was one of isolation. Tucker spent most of his time in study and experimentation. From an early age, he dreamed of becoming a renowned alchemist and dedicated himself to the pursuit of knowledge and recognition. Tucker's life took a significant turn when he met his wife and welcomed their daughter, Nina. To outsiders, the Tuckers appeared kind but distant, with Shou seen as a quiet, devoted family man. But beneath the surface, his obsessive focus on work alienated his wife. She called Tucker a good-for-nothing and eventually left him, officially citing his lack of income and incessant work habits. Now a single father, Tucker struggled to balance his responsibilities with his relentless research. But fortune seemed to be on Tucker's side. Tucker soon made a remarkable breakthrough that would change his life forever. However, that breakthrough would also set the stage for his eventual descent into depravity. Tucker's groundbreaking achievement was the creation of a chimera that could understand and respond to human speech, a feat never before accomplished in alchemy. The chimera was far from perfect. It refused to cooperate and wouldn't eat. Before it passed away, it uttered only one sentence:
I want to die.
Despite the chimera's short-lived existence and tragic end, its creation marked a pivotal moment in biological alchemy. This success earned Tucker the prestigious title of State Alchemist, along with 2 years of government funding. Becoming known as the Ensuing Life Alchemist, Tucker basked in the recognition. With his new title came a significant improvement in his life. A spacious home, a vast library, and an expansive laboratory, all provided by the government. These luxuries also offered Nina a better quality of life. However, the triumph was short-lived. Tucker's inability to replicate this achievement led to mounting pressure. Each failed experiment deepened his frustration, and as the deadline for his annual assessment loomed, desperation consumed him. Tucker withdrew entirely into his work, neglecting his own well-being and distancing himself from Nina. His laboratory became both his refuge and his prison. As the deadline approached, Tucker's desperation grew with each passing day. Little did anyone know the terrible length that he was willing to go through to save his career. While Tucker's professional life spiraled, his daughter Nina remained a bright and affectionate presence. Adored by those who met her, 4-year-old Nina was eager to bring joy to others, often seeking her father's attention with drawings or playful antics. She also missed her mother dearly and would often send letters or drawings to her. Her loyal dog, Alexander, was a constant companion, offering comfort in the absence of a mother. When Edward and Alphonse Eric arrived to study under Tucker, they were struck by Nina's warmth and innocence. Having lost their own mother, the brothers felt a deep kinship with Nina. Whenever they visited, the Erics made sure to spend time with Nina, bringing more joy to her life. Nina quickly bonded with both Edward and Alphonse, affectionately calling them her big brothers. To the Erics, the Tuckers appeared to be an unusual but endearing family. Shou, a reserved and brilliant alchemist, and Nina, a sweet child eager for companionship. They could not have foreseen the unimaginable betrayal that was about to unfold. One day, the Erics visited Tucker's home and noticed that Nina and Alexander were missing. When they found Tucker in his laboratory and asked him about them, he seemed undisturbed. Instead, Tucker eagerly presented them his latest creation, a chimera capable of speech. As Edward probed for details, the Chimera uttered words that revealed a horrific truth.
Edward, big brother.
Tucker had transmuted his daughter Nina and his dog Alexander into a Chimera. The revelation shocked the brothers, and Edward, enraged, demanded answers. Tucker showed no remorse. He admitted that he had sacrificed Nina to meet his assessment deadline. In a chilling confession, Tucker also revealed the fate of his wife. She had not left the family as everyone believed. 2 years earlier, he had used her to create his first Chimera. Both brothers realized that Nina's fate was irreversible. There was nothing they could do to save her. She and Alexander were lost forever. The Eric brothers reported Tucker's horrifying crime to the Amstrian government. However, before the authorities could arrest him, Tucker met his end in a true twist of fate. Scar, a serial killer with a deep hatred for State Alchemist, infiltrated Tucker's home and executed Tucker without hesitation. For Nina, justice came too late. Her fate was already sealed in the cruelest way. Her innocence twisted into a grotesque creation that embodied her father's depravity. Out of pity, Scar also ended her suffering. Even in death, Tucker's name is synonymous with betrayal and inhumanity. His actions force us to confront uncomfortable questions. How far should ambition push the boundaries of morality? And at what point does the pursuit of knowledge become an engine for cruelty? Nina's tragic end makes these questions even more pressing. She is a reminder of the innocent lives that are destroyed when ambition eclipses humanity. Shou Tucker's story is more than a tale of personal failure. It is also a grim reflection of a society that prioritizes progress over human life. The Amstrian government, complicit through its demands and lack of oversight, cannot escape blame. By rewarding Tucker's initial atrocity, a Chimera begging for death, the system enabled his later horrors. In the end, Tucker's crimes serve as both a cautionary tale and a call to examine our own ethical boundaries. Let the story be a warning of what can be lost when we prioritize results over morality.